this Mark's Reviews and Tutorials video. Today we're going to be looking at this rear hatch switch here. If you have a look up inside, there's a switch on this side where you can press. It's supposed to click, activate an electronic thing, and open the tailgate. Now, when it comes to ordering the part for this, some cars have got a reversing camera, some don't. So you need to order the catch that either has the cutout for the reversing camera or doesn't. Now, I just very quickly ordered this. This is the latest auction car to come in here for us to play with. And I just ordered this without thinking about it, without checking it first. And I've got one without the cutout for the camera, but I'm gonna see what I can do to make it fit anyway, because there is a mold mark in it for the camera. So I'm just gonna chop it out and see how we go. But anyway, the procedure for getting this off is to take this black panel off from the inside. There's just a couple of screws accessible right there in the handle pockets there and there. All the rest of it actually just pulls off with the clips. Get under here and pull it all down, and there's clips all the way on it. So we'll get into that first. We'll undo those two screws. Okay, so up in the handle here is a T20, as you can see there. So we just undo that on both sides. They're the only screws holding the tailgate on, and then we'll click the rest off. So to start with, you pull this panel off here. Just to get it out of the way from there. The same. Okay, so the two screws are out, and now this panel's all just held on. You can see a clip there actually with clips. Just going to take that out to get us started. Oh, they're very tight. So yeah, once we get a start, we should be right here. That's the first one. Very tight. If you're going to use a screwdriver on things like this, get an old blunt one. This one's got no sharp edges, so it's way less likely. But they are really tight. There we go. Sounds brutal. There, it's down. You can see all of the clips here, and they're all intact, thank goodness. Okay, so the part we're after is the tailgate handle, which is right here. It's actually below the wiper motor. So you can see this is how you get into the wiper motor to change it. Just undoing these 3 bolts here as well. But here is the handle, and we can now just clip that out and swap over the plug. Okay, so it's out, and it really is just a matter of working these clips from the inside, pressing them in, clip, 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 and then come out here and pull it down to get it out. And then this, the reversing camera, is actually in clips as well. This one had been glued as well, which made it extra fun to get out. But we've dropped that out, and this is the part we're going to replace. It is not at all, the switch is working fine, but this mechanism here is no longer doing what it needs to. So we're going to replace it. And interesting, the Chinese copy is a totally different mechanism. They haven't copied it. They've gone for a different one. So we'll just plug the plug into the new mechanism, fit the camera into there, and it will be sweet. Here we go. I don't want to make this all about chopping that out, because assuming most of you will order the right part. But I just drilled a few holes in the corner and then used a Stanley knife to cut around here. I'll put links to tools and stuff in the description, also links to a good place to buy these. This is a non-genuine one. She's a copy, but at like $35 I think it was, Australian, so it can be way less US if that's where you're buying it for. I'm certainly going to give it a go, and I'm sure you can buy them. I'll have a look and put links up for those with and without the reversing camera, so you'll need to know whether you've got one of those or not when you buy the new part. Trim a reversing camera hole into yours, you do have to trim it right to the very edge of that cutout that they supply. and then that fits in. Get that the right way around. Fits in nice and snug like that. Fits into position. I'm just going to put a little bit of SMX. It's a special glue, just a little bit harder and solider than silicone. That'll do a couple of things. It'll seal it because this is wet and outside here, and it'll also hold that in place because the clips are missing off this that were on the other one. So that will be fine. We'll get this. We'll clip it all in place. And I'm actually going to do that now. We'll clip him up and in place. I'll get that out. I intend to add that from the other side. Put that out of the way. So we're going to clip this into place. Make sure you get it the right way up. And that will just clip in like that. Clip, clip. And there we go. You can hear it just flexing over the clip. That's nice and tight. That's in place. And I know that's a nice snug fit. So just put a glue on the inside, press that camera through, and we'll hold it in position and put the wire on, and we are done. Got it all in place and held nice. Just check it from the outside. See, that's all looking wonderful. Reversing cameras in, and the thing is in place and it works. You give it its press, it does its thing, so that's all good. So this now is ready to have the cover put back on. So it's just a matter of lining up all of the spots where the clips are, and then giving it a good old punch as you put it on. Okay, so it's a matter of just lining it up. Now, here's a mark original. There was one clip broken, and you can move them around and put it in a less obvious spot if you like, but I've just put a bit of silicone on there so it doesn't rattle, and it will hold in place. It'll set once it's held in place. Don't do that for multiple of them. You might have to buy some clips, but for one, it's absolutely fine. So we get that up in place over that slot, and I'm going to work with this one because I can see it. And we'll maneuver that into position right there. There's one in, and the other one I can see is here. Okay, that's there. The rest now will be auto lined up. Well, that one's missing. That's it. Okay, clips back on, screws back in. Okay. So now we just put these back in place. It's again, just find your holes and line them up. Actually sitting up a bit too high, so we need to flex that down a bit until it drops into the hole, like that, and then it's on. Just hook a screwdriver onto the clip, and then you can press it down to where you want it to go. There it goes. Oh, in and straight out again. Okay. Then just don't forget the two torque screws, so it'll hold all the thing in place. Screw them up. You're all good. That's all fully back on, and the catch is in place.